This here is my 2016 Lexus RC200 Turbo, and I must say, this has been a really fun car. I've really enjoyed it, great gas mileage, fun to drive around, but it is getting quite small, so it is time to say goodbye. Now, if you've been watching the channel for a while, you'll know that I was searching for a car starting about a year ago, and I was actually looking at one of the new Ford Broncos, but unfortunately, even though it's a really cool car and I ordered one 10 months ago, it's been 10 months and still no car. So instead, I have decided to go with this all new 2022 Chevy Tahoe Z71. And I must say, thank you guys so much for all your support and helping me get this, because without you, I still wouldn't get it, because YouTube is not paying me enough money to get something like this. It'd probably take 50 years to pay off, but let's go check it out. Man, it sure is nice sitting up high in a car compared to that little thing. But speaking of being high, this thing has 20-inch rims with all-terrain tires on it. And with it being really high, it has these black tubular steps going along the whole thing, which is really nice for us and as well as getting the kids in there, or else they'll be climbing in like a jungle gym. But this is the Summit white one. One thing I like is when you lock it, these automatically fold in, so it's going to help with not getting hit from people. We've got the Z71 badge here on the side of the car, but my favorite is the front of this thing. It looks really nice. I like the really black grille here. We have LED running lights. All the lights on it are LED headlights. You got a skid plate down here, so if you want to do the off-roading, then you got that. Red tow recovery hooks. And this thing has a 5.3 liter V8 engine in it. It's the first V8 I've had, and it has some serious power. It'll go when you step on it. But with that comes lower gas mileage. It gets, I think it's 15 in the city, 20 on the highway for a combined 17 miles per gallon. And also got the luxury package, and with that, you've got cameras underneath here, and also a camera on the front and on the back, and that helps with backing up and safety alerts with blind spots, that type of thing. I really like the white with the black logos and everything. It just makes the whole dark look kind of cool. And especially with these taillights, rather than just being chromed out, you know, you've got kind of a dark smoky look to it. Keeps it looking stealthy. Right here, this comes off and you've got your trailer hitch package under there. So I really like how it's hidden away, not just showing all the time. And in the back, got the power lift gate, of course, like all cars do now. And this thing has more space than I thought it would. So like, I think I haven't tested it yet, but I think I could easily fit 4 suitcases stacked up here and maybe even 2 more if I go up right there. So with all our kids, it might just be big enough. I decked it out with all my patches for my military stuff there. But not only do you have the tailgate like that, if you want, you can just pop the glass here. And that way, I don't know, say you had a cooler or just something you wanted to grab out, you could just get it real quick instead of having to open the whole thing. That's a cool little feature, but that's most of the main things on the outside. I really like the look of this thing, but let's take a look at the inside now. So as far as seating, we've got space for 5 in the back, a full row back there, and bucket seats up here. You can get a full row up here as well, but I like having the more space, and we've got 5 kids, so it fits them perfectly, and then we don't have to take any friends with us if we don't feel like it. I'm just kidding.
We like friends.
We like friends, but I just got this. I put in aftermarket down here throughout the whole car, this plastic covering, because kids, dirty, yeah, plasticky, rubber, whatever it is. Kind of helps out with keeping it clean in here. I also got this I just installed the other day. It's like 30 bucks. I'll link it if you're interested. But rather than getting a TV in here, you can get this, put an iPad in it, and hook up wirelessly to the car to play the audio. And all the kids can watch an iPad movie, and it's a lot better quality. Can load tons of movies on it and upgrade your tablet if you want. Whereas whatever's in the car is what you're always stuck with. The back seats are also heated. Doesn't do a whole lot for the baby, but for our son. That's pretty cool. And these, here, I'm gonna come over there. These actually sit up pretty high for passengers. It'd be comfortable to ride back here. In the back, it's a little bit different. You can check that out. If you're back here, your legs are gonna be sitting up a little bit higher. So the back, it's still comfortable. I mean, I could sit here fine. I like a little bit more space. These seats are lower. My knees are still fine, but for kids, I mean, it's gonna be fine for them, especially with this. You could ride back here, but I definitely opt for the front seats, or, you know, I'll be the driver because that's better. But back here, you also have some USB-C outlets. So if your kids or whoever have tablets, phones, they can plug straight into the car. We got a couple more right here, as well as your typical charging port here for anything that plugs in. So we have in the back, we have an outlet here so you can charge whatever you need. And this part of the luxury package has these power release seats. So from the back, I'm not gonna do it now because there's car seats in there, but you can hold this down. Both of these lay down flat, as well as the two seats up in the middle. They'll all lay down flat, so if you've got big stuff you wanna, you know, plywood, say, you could put that in here all the way down, stack up all kinds of stuff. Use it as a work truck if you wanted. I want to keep it cleaner, but you've got options for plenty of space if it's just you and you need a lot of room for that. So let's check out the front. I'll let you get in your seat, miss. You can see that side. Plenty of room for passengers. One thing that's really cool when you get in here, so we'll go ahead and get this thing started. Hear that roar. So with the luxury package I was talking about earlier, you have the cameras on the mirrors that help out, but also the mirrors themselves are heated. I guess that's cool for wintertime. I don't really care, but it also comes with heated front seats, as well as the two middle seats are heated. You've got a heated steering wheel, which I had in my van, and it actually is pretty nice in the winter when you're out and then it's really cold. You get in and it warms your hands up pretty quickly. But also you've got this big touchscreen right here, and I really like how it hooks up Apple CarPlay. If you're not familiar with that, Apple CarPlay or Android Auto, you can hook your phone right up to the car, use maps, use your phone, lots of apps that are connected with it, and it looks just like your phone when it's on the screen. It's really useful for all the stuff that you want to do. But what I really like is that it hooks up wirelessly now. On our van that we have before this, you have to hook up your phone to a cord and then you hook it up to the car. It's not a big deal, it's just convenience type stuff, but the fewer cords and cables I have to have all over the car is really nice, especially with having this charger down here, the wireless charger for my phone. I can throw it down there and then it hooks up, it's charging, it's all good. Whereas on my van, it had a wireless charger, but then I had to hook my phone up too to make it work, so it's counterproductive there. And one of my favorite things about the luxury package is the memory seats you get down here is really useful when you're driving, especially when you're married. You're probably a lot taller than your wife in most cases, and the seat has to move back and forth a lot. You set what you want, hit the button, put your seat how you want. She hits the button, puts it how she wants. It's all good, so you don't have to spend all that time every time doing that. And I really like this added feature we got with the panoramic sunroof. The kids really like it, so obviously it could be really hot during the day, but when you're out and about and it's hot out, you can have it covered like this, so it's like a normal car. You're not going to get really hot from the sun. But when it's not too bad, you can hit that thing, it opens, and also the sunroof tilts or slides back depending on what you want. Usually we keep it closed, but you got that option. Overall, this thing's been really nice. Tons of features. You can look at this. I'm getting hot because I have the air off. I'm starting to sweat, so I think it's about time to call it. Once again, definitely a good upgrade, a lot better than being in the small little car. I thought it was fun while I had it, zooming around, it was, but now being up higher, having more space, especially with lots of kids, being able to take everyone with me now, definitely good. Let me know what you think of the car down in the comments below, and what's your dream car if there's something you wanted to get. It's interesting to see what everyone's preferences are and the type of thing you'd want and the reasons why. So let me know, check out at Camber Fitness, all that good stuff, and we'll see you in the next one.